Ministry of Agriculture, officials, Uganda Export Promotion Board, UNBS, the Deputy Mayor, Lira City, the cow in his absentia, our dear producers and manufacturers present, our local leaders, ladies and gentlemen. It is now a good evening to you all. John is my name, and that's my telephone number. I cannot mention the other one because it has a funny meaning in Lango. You will pronounce. I am the Deputy District Internal Security Officer, Lira. In this workshop, representing the Resident District Commissioner Lira in these closing remarks. Our RDC is not present, is in for a 7-day training at Championship, and they will be returning back this coming Sunday. In a special way, I want to recognize the presence of my dear, mighty, and the thank-giving elders that have maintained this discussion up to the end. I thank you so much. When I saw you talk, I felt like I remembered something written on the books of Uganda Christian University that says that a complete education for a complete person is what I got from you. When the former chairperson said that the level of training should be upgraded in the institutions. Yes, I feel like I should be amidst this kind of elders. And I pray to God that God should maintain you and give you more years in Lango's appeal. Secondly, I want to take this opportunity to thank the Uganda Export Promotion Board for having taken time to really invite the Green for this workshop. You saw what happened here. Some of us were answering questions that we did not expect, but because of them, we were able, they were really getting us. So I thank you for that. The theme of today is about export awareness. But to me, I feel like that the theme of today should be restoring the lost relationship with one, the producers and the manufacturers, as far as exports are concerned. Because when I see them argue, I say, I wish if this thing can continue. I wish if this thing can be done monthly to update our people day by day, and they will have this knowledge. What I mean by restoring the lost relationship is that there are 5 points that one must at least follow when you want to restore the lost relationship. As far as this is concerned, 1, in our national anthem, or in our motto as a country, says, for God and my country. The first point is that any individual, a government, must discuss with God if we want to export this. Without God, we would not have farmers, God-fearing farmers, who can raise for us. In God, everything is there. In God, confidence is there. Then the second point is creating peace. Two, those who are in the initial stage. I'm happy that all of these people who have discussed from here, and at the end they said that they are now going to engage with companies. Please, I really request you, after here, there's a tendency where we discuss, and after discussions, things remain here, and we forget about them here. You cannot even remember that what kind of a meal did I have when I was at the hotel. You forget everything here. Please, we discourage. We are going to break all those powers of Satan, of forgetting things, forgetting information from here, and when we get out of the world, we shall get when we are complete. So we must create peace at the initial level. The third one, it looks, the way they were arguing, it looks like this thing has not been there before. Yes, when they were raising their concerns, the third point is that sympathy. We must sympathize with them. The reason as why you brought this is that you want to give the knowledge to our people that though there is hunger in the country, but still there is knowledge that was supposed to impart in you. And at the end of the day, when we resurrect, when we come back, this is what you're supposed to do. Instead of you being cheated by the middlemen, by those who buy direct from the garden, at least give time and make sure that you get something that can be exported and earns you a lot of money. That is sympathy. Then the fourth one is you confess for whatever happened. You confess and say, it is true. I'm sorry, it's happened. Then the last point, I'm not going to talk this one in a loud voice. The last point, my dear Ugandans, my dear elders, there was a question here. This book. So you want to export? According to me, I would say yes. How do I export? Read this book. At your own time, read this book. So the last point here is attack a problem. Attack a problem. I want to give a funny example. There was a man who used to go at his place. After office, he goes at home very early. By 5 when office is done, by 6 he's at home. And the woman is keeping this thing each and every day. Every time he comes 6, he's always at home. 6 is always at home. So it reached a time when this man changed. Started coming by around midnight, started coming by around 2, 4, because he wanted to catch up with friends, alcohol, all those things there. Then the woman one day said, Papa son, so what is happening? Nowadays, your time is changing. What is the problem? So instead of the man attacking the problem, he went direct and attacked the personality, human being. So he went direct and beat the woman. Yet, in a layman's language, the woman is telling you that, please, I want you to start coming back home at the other time you started, because you made me get used to. So, when I look at all these 5 points here, to a small extent, I know I am not perfect, but my direct does to this. So, what I mean by attacking a problem is how do we export? Do you know the criteria? Somewhere in the presentation, someone talked about market research. Research is one of the concepts, if one can follow. You can be called a green person. Green, you can get real findings. Sometime back when I was at the university, they could say research. It's a careful study where one can get to know the real facts about something. We have talked many things from here about the enemies of all these commodities we have talked about. Talked about maize, talked about citrus. What are the enemies? People were talking about the moles, the other man from agriculture was talking about fruit flies, all those things there. So we know all these problems here. We know all of them, all of us we know. You see, our elders were disciplining us from here. They know all these things. But now we know. When they say government is, the government is doing this, the government is doing this. You people, what is a government? And who is a government? The government is doing it. So since we are a government, so we identify the problem. Can we attack the problem? Hey, you cannot run away from here. We are government. So you can't run from this problem here. So how can we attack this problem? So let us try to attack the problem, but not the personality. So Uganda Export Promotion Board. Since you want to export, you want people to export. To you, what have you done to the lay person who is trying to produce this thing? What have you done to that person? Is your sensitization going to stop here, or it is going to continue after the lay person? Because it is the other person who is producing this and becomes to a company of so. So if we cannot solve issues at the initial stage, at the end of the day, we are likely to fall. And when we fall, we bring what you call a blame game. So, I want to say that thank you so much to the elders. I really recognize you. The first table, the way I wish you had become my lecturers, God knows. That's why I'm saying that God should give you more years on this earth so that we can make Lango a better region. Papa, former LC5, I had you present from here. He said, yes, I should be next to him. And before I get out of this house, I must get the numbers of the four of you, so that in case of anything, I should be consulting from you. You are going to be my library of reference. I'll be consulting. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to get your numbers, your names, and I'll be consulting with you at a free range. So, a lot has been discussed, and in the interest of time, I want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the deliberations. Thank you so much for understanding. And I want to emphasize that read the book so that we can get more knowledge. With these few remarks, I want to say thank you so much for God and my country. I greet you all. I close this meeting.